The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
It's the sauce, it's the cheese, it's the ingredients, it's the crunch, it's Chubby's Pizza. Let's pizza again, like we did way back when.
They use Augustine's ingredients.
If you're craving hot dogs and more, and you're in the area, then look no farther than Coney Island. Hi, pizza friends. You can still find delicious Augustine's Pizza at your local supermarket. The folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal.
You're watching NCTV45, leading Penn, Ohio.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
And check out, one out, runner on first. Out of the way. And outside, hit the corner, that's a strike. 2 out, runner on first. Called strike. On the first. And save it first. To top of the third as we're tied at 1.
Hello, I'm Kay, and K is for Kimmel's. If you're in need of great baked goods, perhaps donuts of every kind, or maybe a lady lock is your desire, turnovers, and don't forget, they have cakes of every size, quarter sheet cake or a round one for that special birthday. And never forget to pick up a loaf of bread. It's Kimmel's, home of the delicious, super mouth-watering strudels. Call Kimmel's for the best baked goods.
Peppers, mouth-watering fruit, fine dressings, apples, meats. This place looks so familiar. Getting your lunch meat cut to order. That's the Joseph's difference. They make every opportunity to please their customers. Joseph's. They're not the big box store giving you it the way the store wants it. It's the way you want it. Stop by Joseph's and take a look. Yes, it's Joseph's. DUBOIS bucks and ball hit. That's on the first and one down. One down. Wind up outside, but called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, and we're tied at 1. Ball on the first and out at first. I apologize to everybody out there as we had to work diligently to correct the audio. We have just joining us, we're tied at 1. Called strike outside corner. DUBOIS Bucks in the blue, and BUTLER Iron Bucks in the green. Cold Strike, one ball, two strikes, two outs, swing and a miss. That's strike three. As we go to the bottom of the third, we're still tied at 1. You're watching baseball from Pullman Park.
Hello and welcome to Lindy's Lunch. Yes, whether it's their great breakfast or, just like it says, lunch, it's great anytime. Try their breakfast and you'll be satisfied. A pierogi cheeseburger, an Italian Joe, and smothered hoagies, all. And don't forget the French fries with chili. Yes, it's Lindy's Lunch. For the best, stop by. Give us a call. Big Daddy 316 Transport. For a ride to work, that's fine. Groceries and essentials pickups, we do them. We all benefit. Seniors, city, state, stores, employers, and yes, employees. Why get there tired when you can get there alive and energized? Yes, no tricky traffic patterns. We can haul up to 5 passengers, 24-hour notice required, $5 per stop. Call 224-730-3865. Big Daddy 316 Transport. Welcome back. We're tied at 1, and we're in the bottom of the third. Tyler Mack coming to bat. We apologize for the early audio, but thanks for sticking with us as we enjoy bringing you the game of the week here in the Rust Belt League Baseball. Ball hit back to the pitcher and on to first for 1 out. Low and outside, ball 1. Rains held off until this point. Was wondering if we were going to get the game in, as we had a few downpours this afternoon. Fouled back and out of play. As you look down the first baseline, see the flag blowing out to right field. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Low, 3-2. Wind up in the pitch. That goes outside for a ball and drawing a walk. Greg, and I believe he said Greg Steiner up to bat.
Raymond Steiner. That goes outside, ball 1. They mentioned the barbecue night here at Pullman Park. If you get a chance, ride over. Even if you got nobody playing, this is some great baseball. And it's a really, really nice setting. Two balls and a strike. Infield is playing back. Down, and he's in safely. Runner advances to second with 1 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. As the Butler Iron Bucks forcing the issue here. Remember, they had an explosive bottom of the first inning. Left a few runners on base. Ball hit and diving, couldn't come up with it. Runner goes to third as they hit the cutoff and advances them. You've got runners at the corners for the Butler Iron Bucks. Matt Clement up, and interesting to see if they send the guy at first. Only 1 out. And we'll be watching it. Fouled back, out of play, down the left field line. No chance, as that went beyond the pitching area that they have down there. Matt Clement up, no balls and a strike, 1 out. Runners at the corner for the Iron Bucks. Throw over the first, nothing doing. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. That goes high. And runners out. As a backstop, not a ways back here, you can get there relatively quickly. So 2 outs, runner on second. Matt Clement hits it down the first baseline, and that's an out. And we'll go to the top of the 4th with the score all knotted up. Matter of fact, 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error for DuBois. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for Butler Iron Bucks. We'll be right back.
Be proud of the restaurant that bears his name. Chuck Tanner's Restaurant, owned and operated by the Papazikas family, would love for you to be part of a Newcastle tradition. Come enjoy the great breakfast, super lunch, and second-to-none dinner choices from their Italian, Mediterranean, and American cuisine. You can relax with a wonderful atmosphere and something from the bar. If you're planning an event, ask about their banquet facility. Tanner's Restaurant is located at 2305 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call 724-658-5900.
Stop in and your favorite place.
Chuck Tanner's Restaurant, owned and operated by the Papazikas family, would love for you to be part of a Newcastle tradition. Come enjoy the great breakfast, super lunch, and second-to-none dinner choices from their Italian, Mediterranean, and American cuisine. You can relax with a wonderful atmosphere and
we're ready to go. Leading off, and I listened very carefully to the team roster. Lance Baltzberg. So Lance up with the score tied and really knotted up. High outside, ball one. Lights on here at Pullman Park. Ball hit sharply down right field. And caught for 1 out. So 1 down for the DuBois Bucks. He's going to get 2 on that one. And now 3 as ball goes down into the right field corner. So a 1 out triple for DuBois. Ollinger up for DuBois. Runner on third, 1 out. This is similar, to the top of the first. When they had a fielder's choice, went on to get the out at first. That was 2 outs, and the runner scored from third. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. You're watching NCTV45's Game of the Week, Rust League Baseball, right here from Pullman Park. Beautiful Pullman Park. Ball goes high and outside. Two balls and a strike. Three balls and a strike. Called strike there. That puts the count at full. Now keep in mind there's 1 out. Anything to the outfield is going to score a run, but that's a walk. And that'll put runners at the corners. Now coming up for DuBois, and I believe it's Morgan. And I took a look through the roster here and just didn't have it. Runners at the corners, there's 1 out. Ball goes high. Infield a little bit in, especially in right field. Swing and a miss. That ball goes low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No, doesn't seem like there's any intention to send him to second with the double still always in play. Over to first, nothing doing. Great concessions here at Pullman. Swing and a miss. That's 2 down. Thought that was one of the opportunities that you would have used to send both guys. First and third, 2 outs now. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. And I'm doing a roster check for you. Just not anything in there. Checks first. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Wind blowing from left to right here. And there's the steal, but there's the strike. And that's going to do it. 4 and the top of the 4th. We're going to go to the bottom of the 4th. And we're still tied.
If you're hungry, don't be out in the desert. Head on down to the old Oasis for breakfast. If you're hungry, don't be out in the desert. Head on down to the old Oasis for daily specials. Yes, appetizers, sandwiches, beverages. It's the Oasis Bar, 303 South Jefferson Street. Call 724-652-6104.
Dive in to NCTV45 this summer, anywhere.
And we're back, scoreless as we go to the bottom of the 4th. 1 3 hits and 1 error for the DUBOIS Bucks. 1-2-0 for the Butler Iron Bucks. And happy Father's Day weekend being wished to as public address. It's a great atmosphere. I can't say enough positive things about it. In between innings, they have little things that the kids do and little games. It's a great atmosphere. Alex up for the Iron Bucks. Alex Colwell. 1 for 2 so far this game. He takes a strike. That's high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball fouled out of play. One ball, 2 strikes. Hope you're safe, warm, and dry wherever you are watching the game. NCTV45, happy to expanding our audience. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. And they say he tipped it. So it remained 2-2. And he fouled that one back also. Our first game of the week from Pullman Park, and hope you were enjoying it. Fouled back as Alex battles at the plate. Fouls that back also. Butler hot dog shop sitting in right field. He draws a walk, and on to first for Alex. So 1 aboard for Butler with no outs in the bottom of the 4th. Brady Glova, check, and I want to check that as that's Dawson Strom. No balls at a strike. That goes outside corner. 0-2. Runner being held on at first. Foul back. No balls, 2 strikes. Make sure you check out This Week in Rust Belt League Baseball. That's a lot to say. That goes outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner held on at first. Ball chopped on to second. And nothing doing. As the DUBOIS Bucks get 2 on with no out. Check that. The Butler Iron Bucks. We got a lot of Bucks in this game. And some time to talk about this. Both teams with 3 hits and 1 run. DUBOIS with the air. Up for Butler, number 18. And we got to talk to them about filling in the roster. Infield. Outfield comes in. Infield playing back. Ball fouled back out of play. 0-1. No balls and a strike. 2-1 for Butler as the Iron Bucks showed some action in the bottom of the fourth. That goes for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Check that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball fouled back. We're tied at 1. Called strike 3 as wow. Hitting the outside corner. One out and 2 on. We'll be getting you some high tech. We got our instant replay. Ball hit down the right field line, and they double it up, and there you go. We go to the top of the 5th, tied at 1. Great game here in Butler. Glad to have you along. Elham's for one great dining experience. Well, this inning, we're going to try and get you a little instant replay. Great to be here in Butler. We'll swing and a miss. That ball goes outside as we work at getting you a little instant replay here. No balls and a strike. High. Ball hit on the first, and 1 down. One down, we're in the top of the fifth. DuBois at bat. Ball just goes foul. Ball fouled back. No balls, 2 strikes. Got him on the inside corner, and watch how this pitch just rides in on him, and able to catch him right on the inside corner as we bring you a little instant replay there. 2 outs. Ball high. 1 ball. 1 strike. Ball 2 called. Ball hit and caught. And we got the instant replay going for you. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. And yeah, we're all knotted at 1. Great game here in Butler. Hope you're enjoying it.
Come dine with us, come dine to.
And leading off in the bottom of the 5th for the Butler Iron Bucks, shows bunt and drops in front of the plate. Here's a good look at that as ball bunted and just fouls back, hits the player, and nothing doing there. No balls and a strike. Called strike there. 0-2. hit, caught by the second baseman. We'll take another look. One down, bottom of the fifth. Iron Bucks have threatened. Called strike. And strike two. That's high. Ball hit into the outfield. It's a base hit. As you see the instant replay. Runner on first. Outside, runner being held on, ball one. Ball hit and on to first. Runner advances. So with one out, we've got Iron Bucks with a runner on second. And a little time to chat there, as the Iron Bucks have threatened almost in every inning. We're looking at this, the bottom of the fifth, okay, and gee willikers, they've been right there. That's a called strike as it hits the outside corner. Runner with a decent lead at second. Foul back. Wow. Must have hit the plate as we take a look. Not able to capture that. Low outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at third. Doesn't send them. And held off. Low and outside, that's ball 3. That gives a full count with 1 out. Up at first, they're back. And the ball almost gets through, and not able to get him at first. Run scores for Butler as the Iron Bucks take a 2-1 lead. And way to go, Butler. Ball hit sharply to right center. Safe, and the runners at third. So first and third with one out as the Iron Bucks flexing their muscles again. Here in the bottom of the fifth. Maddox Clement up for the Iron Bucks. He takes a ball. Runner down to second. In safely. As ball goes low. You've got 2 balls and a strike. Runners at second and third, 2-1. Butler Iron Bucks with the lead. That ball on to first, and there's an out. Scoreboard didn't reflect the outs, as you can see, and we go to the top of the sixth. Butler with the lead, 2-1.
Score big, then get over to Shenango Auto Mall. George Fiacco, General Sales Manager, and his experienced staff will be glad to tease and guaranteed credit approval. Is located at 2515 Elwood Road in Shenango Township. Call.
Hello, friends, and it's Los Amigos. Let me tell you what, great food. Whether you get the chimichangas, enchiladas, tacos, whatever you get, you're going to love them. The nice, friendly atmosphere. Stop by. Tell them NCTV45 sent you. It's Los Amigos sponsoring this program.
As got the instant replay for you folks. 2-1 Butler Iron Bucks with the lead. Nate Tyler leading off for the DUBOIS Bucks as they trail 2-1. First pitch, a ball. Popped up and out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Butler Iron Bucks showing some resolve as they're up 2-1. Ball hit on to second, and nothing doing. unable to get him out at first. And DuBois has a runner aboard with no outs as we're in the top of the 6th. Throw over to first, back safely. Stop by the Butler hot dog shop. Another better than a hot dog anytime in the summer. On to first, there's an out. And for you folks that want to take a ride, Nina's Italian Ice, the way to go at Cascade Park. They're open daily. One out, runner at second. And time to chat. Leading off just enough, checking the runner. That ball goes high. And maybe we'll give you a look down here as you see where the second baseman, the guy in second, leading off almost down to the shortstop. There you go in our picture. And that's low for a ball. On the mound, gonna have to settle down here as you don't want to get too far behind the batter. Ball popped up, right fielder makes the catch, and runner stays at second. 2 outs. Carlos up for the Butler Bucks. They have Alex Pasternak listed on their roster. Leading off at second. That's called strike. Trying to get in the pitcher's head there. Work fast, throw strikes. One of the sayings, ball hit, and that's going to go on to first for the out. That retires the sides. And we go to the bottom of the 6th with the Iron Bucks of Butler leading 2-1.
Penn, Ohio Bottled Water Company. Home, residential, commercial, water coolers. You can contact us Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. We're fast, efficient, and we deliver water. We offer 100% customer satisfaction guarantee. Contact us today at 724-498-4760.
Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
There's more than meets the eye. Gotta give Newcastle a try. The right small town for living. Look around.
Alex Coldwell leading off for the Iron Bucks, who, by the way, lead 2-1. 2 hits, 2 runs, 5 hits, and an error, while DuBois with 1 run, 3 hits, and 2 errors. Ball rolls back to the screen. Outside, but just enough to catch the corner. 2 balls and a strike. And that evens it up at 2-2. Ball fouled out of play. Alex Coldwell up for Butler, and 2 for 3 tonight. Ball rolls foul. Ball hit into center field, bobbled. He's going to go around to second, and he's in with a double. Caldwell with in there for a double. As you can see him slide in head first, and wow. The Butler Iron Bucks showing a lot of resolve here. Would like to thank everybody along our network watching baseball in Butler. Hope you're enjoying it. And going to get a sub relief pitcher coming in. Taking a look at the outfield. We are in the bottom of the 6th. And, well, you've got DuBois trying to stop the bleeding here, if you would. After giving up some runs last inning, giving up a run. And it's not going to take much from Butler to get insurance here. They've had 6 hits, but they've all been timely hitting. They've been unfortunate with a few outs, but for the most part, Butler, the Iron Bucks, playing a solid game. In the top of the first, DUBOIS jumped out, got that one. Check that. Got that run in the top of the second. But Butler able to put some timely hitting together across the board as they've doubled their hits for their counterpart with DUBOIS. As we're ready to go here, and they have, this is another thing, if you're over there in Lawrence County, you might want to take a ride over. They have fireworks nights here. It's quite impressive. Ball goes outside, ball one. I've been here for a fireworks night. They have a barbecue. Right before the game, there were people tailgating. Rust Belt League Baseball. Remember our good friends in Lawrence County had 3B Barons in action tonight. Shout out to them. All in all, excellent baseball. Man on second, 1 ball, one strike, and that's a called strike. Back safely. That gets in there for a strike. And let's talk a little bit about who's in the league. East Butler Bulldogs, another team there, safe at third, on to first. And that's 1 down. East Butler Bulldogs, 3B Barons, of course the Iron Bucks and DUBOIS Bucks. I'd like to thank Dean Selfridge for helping make this all possible. Tri-State Collegiate Baseball. Featuring in the one league, Butler Blue Sox, 3B Barons, East Butler Bulldogs, and Meadville Mustangs. We'll talk about the other side, swing and a miss. I apologize for that, as I was giving you a rundown. Other side, Butler Iron Bucks, Creekside Crocs, DUBOIS Bucks, and Altoona's Cunning Motors. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third. And that runner on third is Alex Caldwell, who's been there quite a bit this game. Ball into the dirt. Two balls, two strikes. Runner 90 feet away as Butler looking for some insurance. Fouled back and out of play. Clouds, a cloudy day as the rain at 3 o'clock was really coming down, and didn't know if we'd get it in. Field looks great. Full count, 2 outs, and now that's a walk as Butler again. This is like the third or fourth time this game putting runners at the corners. Wind up the pitch, that's hit and drops in for a single. That's going to score a run. There's that insurance we were talking about. Man on first advances to third, runner safe at first, and now you've got a 3-1 game and a little breathing room for Butler. Caldwell scoring to get that 3-1. That's outside, but it's called a strike. Just a titch on the corner. DuBois has been able to do that quite a bit. Infield back, swing and a miss. Let's go Bucks. Playing in the background. Just a great atmosphere at Pullman Park. Something Butler should be proud of. Ball hit down to first, just goes foul. Two balls. Check it. No ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. They fooled me a little bit with the scoreboard there. 3-1. Aaron Bucks with the lead. Moving down to second, and he's in there. But strike 3. That'll send us to the top of the 7th. With the score 3-1, your Butler Iron Bucks. You're watching NCTV45. Since you were going for gas, you might as well fill up your tank too. Delicious food available at Morgan's, and that's just 2 exciting combos that they have. Morgan's, right across the line.
Broadcasting from the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence, NCTV45.
The gallery where there's always a party. Yes, every weekend there's something to do. And there's always great food for you too. Lamb, finger food, steak sandwiches, roasted wings, and much, much more. It's a party and you're invited. Come to Town and Country. Center, an event center located at 2552 Ben Franklin Highway, is the right place for your event. Many buffet dinner packages to choose from, and it makes any event special and elegant. Call 724-652-1149 and let Gatherings serve you.
Thanks, and thanks to all those great sponsors. We look forward to bringing you the game of the week from Pullman Park, and perhaps those in Butler might want to take advantage of it. Well, you can go to NCTV45 at gmail.com. Feel free to email us, and we'll give you a call. Anytime on your time, it's NCTV45. Ball one. As DuBois tries to get something going in the top of the seventh. Chase Palmer up for the DuBois Bucks. Called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the seventh. That goes low and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball hit sharply and on to first. Out called as it went to throw back and just bobbled it a little, but the out was already established. 1 out, top of the seventh. Ball goes outside. Ball hit, goes foul, and caught in the area for the bullpen, and outstanding catch. Couldn't get the camera over there for you, but outstanding catch by the left fielder. As that's 2 away. And I think DuBois thought that it was out of play. Two outs, top of the seventh. Called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. DuBois Bucks. Trailing 3-1. Fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. swing and a miss, and that does it, as the Butler Iron Bucks able to get and score a victory there, as yours truly will put this up there. And I guess we're going to the bottom of the 7th. As a little discussion, we're going to take a second. We'll hear from these folks, and we'll be right back.
Today's program is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
Welcome back, and it's Butler Run the Bases Little League night here at Pullman Park, as we go to the bottom of the 7th. 3-1 Iron Bucks. Shown bunt. That called for a strike. Ball hit back to the wall in left field, caught, 1 down. Number 7 up, Brick Gowol. I didn't catch that name, as roster not completed, but season's early. He takes a ball, 1 out, bottom of the 7th. (3-1). Butler with the lead. Ball hit sharply and over to first. 2 down. Greg Steiner up for Butler as the Iron Bucks, down to their last out for this 7th inning. Ball hit in the gap left center. That drops in for a single. So 1 aboard with 2 outs. Runner on first. Swing, hit that into center field. On to make the catch. That's the third out. And we complete 7. 3-1, Butler.
Chuck Tanner would be proud of the restaurant that bears his name. Chuck Tanner's Restaurant, owned and operated by the Papazikas family, would love for you to be part of a Newcastle tradition. Come enjoy the great breakfast, super lunch, and second-to-none dinner choices from their Italian, Mediterranean, and American cuisine. You can relax with a wonderful atmosphere and something from the bar. If you're planning an event, ask about their banquet facility. Tanner's Restaurant is located at 2305 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call 724-658-5900.
Okay, as the crowd gears up as they play YMCA and kids waving. Great atmosphere here in Butler as Pullman Park just doing it up right. And they've done everything. It's kids run the bases night here and for Little League, and that's a great thing. Now ball goes down to second, and up comes the DuBois Bucks. They're trailing 3-1 as Butler gathers 8 hits. That goes high. Ball 1. I always check with the scoreboard. It's just a good thing. Foul back, that's 1-1. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike. And I believe he just caught that. And there's an out. 1 out in the top of the 8th. DuBois brings their second batter up. Ball hits the outside corner for strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And then he takes that one for a ball. Swing and a miss, strike 3, as we take a look at that. Hitting the outside corner and really doing a job. The Butler pitchers tonight have been excellent, only giving up 3 hits. And there's that outside corner again that I talked about. Right hits the outside corner, and it's been freezing DuBois. Foul back. Two outs, no balls, 2 strikes. just misses on the outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Butler Iron Bucks getting 8 hits. Only giving up 1 error. And that retires the sides. As we go to the bottom of the 8th, Butler 3, DuBois 1.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
It's the sauce. It's the cheese. It's the ingredients. It's the crunch. It's Chubby's Pizza. Let's pizza again. Like we did way back when.
They use Augustine's ingredients.
If you're craving hot dogs and more, and you're in the area, then look no farther than Coney Island.
Coney Island getting in there. Coney Island M&P from Newcastle. They just had their celebration, 100 years of Coney Island. And I got to tell you, my good friend, Congressman Mike Kelly, talked about when he came to Newcastle, and him and Art Bernardi would meet Lindsay Laurel and the guys, and they would get hot dogs. Nothing better than that. Butler, they have the Butler hot dog shop, and hats off to those folks. Bottom of the 8th. Butler with that 3-1 lead. We brought a little instant replay into the middle innings, just as we've been expanding here at NCTV45. That goes high for a ball. Ball 1. Outside corner. That's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 8th. Here in Butler, with Butler leading 3-1. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Butler Iron Bucks getting 8 hits. Two and 2. Ball goes high. Full count. We hope you enjoyed our first game of the week. We worked out the bugs as the first 3 innings having a little bit of problem. Caught in left center, and that's 1 down. Butler seems to have threatened in just about every inning, but they've always done it after they've gotten a few outs. Ball goes high. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 8th. 3-0. Base is empty right now. That was he was on the take there. With a 3-0 count, you just wait to see. Called strike, count goes full. Run the bases night for Butler Little League. He walks them. So with 1 out, the Butler Iron Bucks get 1 aboard. And now a little conversation on the mound for DuBois. As we take a look at the standings, the Butler Blue Sox 4-1, followed by the 3B Barons 5-3, East Butler Bulldogs 3-4, and Meadville Mustangs, they're 1-5. Over on the other side, you've got the Butler Iron Bucks 7-2, best record in the league. Creekside Crocs 6-3, DuBois Bucks they're 1-5, and Cummings Motors down in Altoona, why they're 0-4. So there's going to be a pitching change. And see what they come up with. Thanks to Lou Abraham watching back there in Lawrence County. Great baseball here. If you get a chance, come on over to Butler. They've got some great seats, a great atmosphere, great concessions, a short drive. Three-1 as the Butler Iron Bucks have a runner aboard. DuBois Bucks trying to stop the bleeding, so to speak, coming with a relief pitcher. DuBois in the blue, Butler Iron Bucks in the green. So we're back to action here. Runner at first. Ball hit into left field. Caught. That's 2 down. Happy to give you the game of the week here from beautiful Pullman Park on this kind of cool summer evening. 64 degrees outside. Weekend's supposed to be better. Lawrence County 45 weather. Looking at the weekend and seeing some good things. pitch hits the outside corner. And strike three. And they get out of the inning as we go to the bottom of the eighth. And check that, top of the ninth, and go into the outfield. The Butler Iron Butts. We'll be right back.
Hi, pizza friends. You can still find delicious Augustine's Pizza at your local supermarket. The folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal.
You're watching NCTV45, leading Penn, Ohio.
Well, welcome back. As happy to bring you the game of the week from Butler, Pennsylvania, Pullman Park. You're watching NCTV45. If you get a chance, come on over here. It's great baseball. DUBOIS Bucks up to bat. Called strike. One ball, one strike. Ball hit sharply and gets into center field. One aboard for DUBOIS. As you see right into center field. One on. Called strike. Ball gets away from the catcher, but nothing doing as the runner stays on first. One ball, one strike, no outs. Here in the top of the ninth inning. Thrown over to first. No problems there. Ball hit into shallow left center, and the runners advance. As you saw, just closing in, it hit right in that gap. So 2 on, as DUBOIS threatening. First baseman comes up, concerned about the bunt. Infield moves in, and time called. 3-1 in what has been an excellent game here at historic Pullman Park. Two on, no outs. Ball sells high. One ball, no strikes. You're watching the game of the week on NCTV45. Ball hit down to third base and gets through. Run will score. That makes it 3-2. Runners on first and second. No outs, 3-2. Called strike. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Ball hit to second and on to first, got him. As you can see, hit really well. Runner advances to third. It goes on to first. They get that needed out. DUBOIS gets the runner over to third. Two outs and a strike. Swing and a miss. Strike two. And the tying run 90 feet away. Butler trying to shut it down. Pitch just goes outside. One ball, two strikes. Inside. Ball hit and on to first. That does it. As you saw, third baseman charging, he throws on to first, and that gets the out. And the Butler Iron Bucks take DUBOIS in NCTV45's first game of the week. We were happy to bring it to you and glad to have you along. And we'll be doing this for you every week in exciting Rust Belt baseball. And if you get a chance, come on over to historic Pullman Park. It's a great time, great people over here. I'd like to thank everybody involved in Butler. And as we say, NCTV45, we're available anytime on your time. Make sure you have a great evening. Once again, final score, the Butler Iron Bucks 3, the DUBOIS Bucks 2.